Hello again, folks. I just wanted to discuss something called the American Dream. The powers that be would have you think that the American Dream is free medical care, a snowmobile, a boat, and a Corvette, a 9-bedroom house with an 8-car garage, 65 credit cards. That's what they would have you believe. Now, I believe, myself, that the American dream is actually freedom or liberty. That is the dream of America. All the people that came to America came here because they had a dream of freedom. In the beginning, it was religious freedom. Later on, it was economic freedom. Many of the people that came here seeking other than religious freedom wanted to be able to come here and do what they want. Guys like Tesla, and he came to harness the power of Niagara Falls, and he's the one that gave us alternating current that drives our nation right now. Without alternating current, none of this would be happening. That's the American dream, folks, is freedom. Now, I've looked at most of the candidates, the front runners and the back runners and the also-rans, and there's only a couple out there that really, are talking about the true American dream of freedom and liberty. And that is, of course, Ron Paul. He is a strict constitutionalist, not like some of the others that are also, in favor of the American dream. Kucinich wants freedom. He espouses freedom and constitutionality also. And another guy, Edwards, I believe his name is. He is pretty much a constitutionalist also. However, Ron Paul is the only one who wants to strictly follow the Constitution. If we have universal health care, then the money has to come from somewhere. And if we have universal health care and the government runs it, then we're going to have a federal bureaucracy that will drain the resources that we could be putting into our medical care and giving it to the bureaucracy. If you look at any bureaucracy in Washington, it's like a living thing. It eats our money. These bureaucrats get paid mega bucks with giant retirement funds. And, they're not doing anything except shuffling paper that is unnecessary. You should listen to Ron Paul about what he says about the health care. And that goes for any other federal benefits that we think is the American dream. All the money that the federal government spends, they get from us or from somewhere. They either tax it through import taxes and duties, or they borrow it from the Federal Reserve, which, by the way, is not a federal institution. And it just doesn't make sense to keep growing the federal government. Federal government is limited by the Constitution to only certain things. You should read the Constitution, find out what those things are, and realize that the federal government is totally out of hand now. Totally out of hand. They are so far from following the Constitution that it doesn't even look like the same thing anymore. And they stand up, put their hand on the Bible, and swear to uphold and defend the Constitution. They're not doing it. They're walking all over it. Ron Paul, I believe, is the only guy that can do the job, or at least has the desire to do the job. And yeah, it's an uphill battle. I don't expect to see changes immediately when Ron Paul gets elected, but I see a change in trend, even now, just because he runs for president. I thank God that he's there. I want to see him, make it to the White House. So do whatever you can. I don't care if it's just, Google Ron Paul. Find out what he's about. Look at it yourself. Use your head. Do a little critical thinking. Unless you like paying, 40% of your taxes, 40% of your income for taxes to do stuff that, you may not even want to get done. All right. I've spouted enough on that one. Good luck. Get out there. Tell people about Ron Paul. Find out about him yourself. Read the Constitution, for crying out loud. Have you? If you haven't, you should. It's not very long. Pretty easy to understand. And a couple of spots in there that are hard. But read the Constitution. It affects you more than you have any idea. Anyway, good luck. Ron Paul for president, 2008. Bye-bye.